Welcome back to RX Family Travels. Today I'm going to take you along as I pack carry-on for our family's beach trip. It's a 6-day trip and everything fits without the need to rewear a thing. Here we go. So I'm going to start with some of my favorite things for a carry-on, and I'll begin with this travel backpack that I have for my toddler son. It is a similar size to my carry-on roller bag, but it fits nicely on top and makes it really easy to get through the airport. On the bottom is the level 8 carry-on 20-inch, and this is a mid-price luggage bag, but it works pretty well for me. I've had it now for a few months and it's been doing pretty well. In the background here, you'll see my microfiber towel. Just wanted to spread it out so that you can see it's a pretty large size. It works really well for sitting out on the sand, or if you're going to a place that might not have towels handy for the beach. It comes in this nice little package, and I did end up getting a pack of 4 that pack up really nicely in our bags. My next favorite is our packing cubes, and this is the larger size packing cube from Shack Pack, and it also has a smaller one there, and I ended up getting 2 different packs. So this is a black one and a gray one, but it's a 5-piece for each pack. And they come with a garment bag here that you can use for laundry, but we use it for shoes. And this one I use for my husband's shoes. And then I decided to go ahead and get a 5-pack of drawstring bags for the kids' shoes and for my shoes. So we each have a different color, and it fits our, typically we'll take 3 different shoes and it fits those pretty well. There's the purple one for my daughter that you'll see there. So now we can go ahead and take a closer look at my daughter's bag. And so she has a towel here, and I'll go ahead and move that, and you'll see the toiletry bag. Now this is my toiletry bag, but I just packed it and kind of moved it around so you guys can see that it fits in each bag. All right, and so she'll have majority of her clothes on this right side of the bag. And I'll insert a picture of her outfits, but she has 5 outfits in here, as well as a t-shirt for her to wear back home, along with her jeans and sneakers that we will typically wear on the plane. She has cover up and swimsuits and pajamas, all that on this side. And then on the other side, she'll have a couple dresses for in case we go out for dinner, and then a couple dresses for the beach or just daily walking around, an extra option if she wants to. And this small size toiletry bag or small size packing cube fits all her undergarments. And then the purple bag in the background has her 3 shoes, which is flip-flops, sandals, and a dressier shoe. Onto my son's bag. So I've got him packed up in a large packing cube, and he's got 6 or 7 outfits here. I think I missed a shirt, but he's got at least 6 full outfits, and then I'll add another shirt to the bag to make 7. And then he has also got a button down with some pants and a polo with some pants. So he'll have a total of about 9 outfits and 3 swimsuits. And those all fit nicely into this packing cube. And you'll see his are folded. My daughter's was rolled, and that's essentially how I pull them out of their drawers. My daughter's able to roll her own clothes, and it's a little easier than folding. So that works really well for her. Now in the second packing cube, I've got his underwear, socks, and 3 pajamas, as well as his beach hat, which I'll end up moving over to another one of his bags a little bit later. But this packing cube can actually fit my undergarment bag as well. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there, close that up, and then I'll show you how this fits into his travel bag. So if I go ahead and open his bag, here are the two packing cubes fit in nicely. And the bottom one is pretty snug, but the top one still has a little space. So if we do need to fit anything else of his in here, I can go ahead and move my undergarment bag out and it would still fit in my suitcase. So you'll see I have a little space in there later. But for now, it fits nicely in his travel backpack, and that's where I ended up keeping it. Now, in the front part of his bag, you can fit some documents, and then in the middle area, there's lots of space, lots of slots for activity books and crayons and markers. And so I love these reusable write and erase papers and sheets so that he can actually use these throughout the trip with his markers and erase them as he needs to. Here's the little eraser and a few crayons. And then this scratch off little rainbow book comes in really handy. This keeps him pretty engaged. He loves to scratch these off to reveal the picture underneath. And so that's a nice activity. And then his beach toys fit in this little bag, and I love this set because the actual bucket folds down so that it fits nice and compact. And then I was able to fit his beach hat and his goggles in the bag as well. And last but not least, this little mess-free packet comes with a few different sheets as well as several markers so that your toddler can color without making a mess at all with the markers. So he'll enjoy this for the trip back. He'll also have his own little backpack with his favorite toys that he's picked out. So I'll typically save this for the trip back. And then there is still more space to fit a few snacks for my husband and I. Next, we'll take a look at my husband's bag and then my bag. Now, our teenager packs her own bag and it looks pretty similar to mine, so I won't even show that one. But we'll go ahead and take a closer look at my husband's. We were able to fit all his stuff with no issue at all, and the packing cubes did help to keep it organized and a little compact. So he used a large packing cube for his shorts and slacks, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like in a moment. And then the small packing cube had all his undergarments. And then on the other side, we've got his shoes and his towel and then all his shirts. So let's take a closer look at the packing cube. I'll take that out and open it up. And for his clothes, it did fit a little bit nicer folded. So I went ahead and just folded his shorts and alternated them in the bag, and that helped it to fit in neatly. You'll see here that I was able to fit in 5 different shorts and his slacks at the bottom. And then over on the other side, we were able to put in 2 swim shorts as well. And then let's see, on the right side of his bag, we have his shoes, and he was able to fit 2 shoes in here, his dress shoes and then flip-flops. And I'll show you a picture of that later. And then he's got on the bottom 4 polo shirts, 1 in each corner, and his towel, 2 button-down shirts, and 4 t-shirts. He's still got a little room, so if needed, we can always fit in a few extra things. But at this point, the only thing remaining for him is electronics and his toiletry bag, and those will all go in his personal backpack. Here are his shoes, so you can have an idea of how they fit in the bag. And then I'll go ahead and move over to my bag. The left side here, you'll see that I still have a little extra space, and that will come in handy for any last minute things that I need to throw in, especially if I'm traveling internationally and need to bring special snacks. And I'll throw in a picture of some of my favorite snacks to bring for the kids. But here I have my 4 shorts on one side, my shoe bag, which has 3 shoes, sandals, flip-flops, and a dressy shoe, and my 3 dresses that I'll wear for the beach or just during the day. So on the right side of my bag, I've got the toiletry bag, and I've got all my tops, so 4 tops in all, a cover up, and 2 dressy blouses, a skirt, and some slacks for any day that we might want to go out to dinner. Now there's still some room here, so if you need to bring a flat iron, it can fit here. I'll also put in my comb and brush and any makeup and all that into my toiletry bag, so there was still space there. I've got swimsuits back here as well, so 2 of those. So the adults had 2 and the kids had 3, as they typically will get in the water a little bit more frequently than we will. And still have some extra space for anything last minute that might need to go in. Now this suitcase also has a little slot. Once you close it up, that zips up, and I might slip a couple pull-ups in there for my toddler, as he sometimes sleeps in pull-ups. Okay, friends, last but not least, I'm going to talk about my carry-on bags. So I have 2 options that I usually choose from, and I've actually been favoring my smaller bag lately just so I don't overpack it, and it's lighter for walking around the airport. But if I really do need the space, then my bigger bag works pretty well. So let me go through and just show you all that I have already packed in here. So this is my toiletry bag, wallet, bag for my contact lenses, and any just a few first aid type things, so band-aids and such, and some wipes, tissues, and shades and all of that in here. And then one of my favorites that I'll add is the Electro Fan Micro 2. This is a great sound machine. I've used this for years. It's very compact, and it is pure white noise, and I use that to help my son fall asleep and to drown out noise, and my husband likes the noise as well, so I'll throw that in there. And all that fits pretty well, and this bag zips up and has lots of pockets, so I can put in and separate everything nicely, and it's pretty light. Now if you do need a bigger bag, this one works really well, but you'll just have to decide what size you need and go from there. I do like the extra space sometimes, and so depending on where I'm going, I might choose my bigger one. Now here's a closer look at my toiletry bag now that I have it fully packed. This bag actually comes with the travel bag that I used for my son, so it was a part of that set. It was a set of the travel bag and this toiletry bag. Now inside the bag I actually have my liquids, and all these can be pulled out easily if you carry them in your personal bag. And then I did want to show you another one of my favorites, which is the Hello Bello face and body sunscreen stick. I do like carrying this with me. This makes it really easy to put on sunblock. It rolls on easily, and it is compact. And show you my son's beach bag. This is not the original packaging. This is the packaging for my towels, but his beach things fit nicely in there. So we have a little inflatable ball that inflates pretty quick and easy, his hat, his goggles, and a little bucket that I thought was so cool because it folds down so that it packs nice and neat. All right, so that's all I have for you today. All my favorite things that I like to pack for carry-on and how we fit everything for a family of 5. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment for all my tips on traveling affordably with a family of 5. I will go ahead and leave descriptions for the things that I do have on Amazon down below. And if you have not yet checked out my beach condo review, Stay for Free, go ahead and check that out next. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.